Hey guys, so last night I watched the two movies all together called Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 1 and 2. Let's get started. Years ago, a young Christopher Robin met and befriended a group of anthropomorphic creatures: owl, rabbit, Eeyore, Tigger, Kangaroo, Piglet, and Winnie the Pooh in the Hundred-Acre Wood. Not long after, Christopher had to leave them for college. With the coming of winter and its lack of food, the starved creatures ate Eeyore. Traumatized by their actions, the creatures developed a hatred towards humans, especially Christopher, because he left them and returned to their viral instincts, vowing never to speak again. 5 years later, Christopher, now an adult, returned to the Hundred-Acre Wood, accompanied by his fiancée Mary, and finds the place desert. At night, the couple are ambushed by Piglet, who strangled Mary to death with a chain, before he and Pooh drag Christopher to the woods. Sometime later, university students Maria, Jessica, Alice, Zoe, Laura, and Tina rent a cabin in the Hundred-Acre Wood, so Maria can move on from the traumatized stalking experience. Tina, lost in the woods, is attacked by Pooh. She hides in a nearby garage, but Pooh finds her and throws her into the wood chipper. Later, back at his treehouse, Pooh whips Christopher with Eeyore's tail and showers him with Mary's blood. At night falls, Pooh and Piglet ambush the cabin. Pooh runs Laura's head over with the car before Piglet kills Zoe with a sledgehammer. Maria and Jessica arrive, watching Alice being abducted. They follow Pooh and eventually rescue Alice. Afterwards, the trio break into Pooh's treehouse, freeing Christopher from his chain and another captive, Charlene. She explains her plan to get revenge on Piglet, who manipulates her face. Charlene summons Piglet, but he mauls her to death after Pooh subdues her. Pooh chases Maria and Jessica into the woods, but Alice stays behind and ambushes Piglet. After Alice knocks Piglet unconscious with his sledgehammer, Pooh arrives and fatally impales her with a knife through her open mouth. On the road, Maria and Jessica seek help from a group of local men passing by whom Pooh easily slaughters. Maria attempts to run over Pooh over with their pickup truck, but crashes, backing out. Upon awakening, she witnesses Pooh dragging Jessica away, then decapitated her. Christopher suddenly appears and crushes Pooh between the truck and his car. Pooh barely survives, frees himself, grabs Maria, and holds her at knife point. Christopher pleads for Pooh to release her, promising to stay with him forever. Pooh breaks his vow of silence by telling Christopher, "You left," before slashing Maria's throat. Seeing that his former friend is now beyond help, Christopher flees the woods as Pooh repeatedly stabs Maria's corpse. And now, ladies and gentlemen, number 2. So, let's see if this is way creepier than number 1.
My roots go back to Ireland.
After narrowly surviving Winnie the Pooh's and Piglet's killing spree, Christopher Robin flees for the Hundred-Acre Wood and returns to his childhood town of Ashdown to seek help. The corpses of Maria and her friends are recovered from the woods, but Christopher is believed to be responsible. The innocent is adopted, the Hundred-Acre Massacre, and a film adapted based on the murders is releasing, damaging Christopher's reputation in the Ashtown. Few people actually believe Christopher's stories, which includes his childhood friends Lexi, Finn, and Aaron, his parents Alan and Daphne, and his younger sister Bunny. Now an outcast, Christopher as Robin has nightmares about Pooh, who goes to his hypnotherapist, Mary Darling. to deal with a trauma when his twin brother Billy was kidnapped many years ago during their birthday party and never seen again. Meanwhile, in the 100-acre wood, Pooh and Piglet are forced to hide with fellow creatures Tigger and Owl when their home is burned down. After they slaughter 3 university students in a recreational vehicle, Owl tries to convince Pooh to attack Ashdown instead of waiting for more people to come to the woods. Some hunters, led by Aaron, ambush the creatures and kill Piglet as revenge for the students' death. Pooh kills them and reconsiders Owl's proposal, but Aaron survives and returns to Ashdown. Due to the town's negative backlash, Christopher loses his job as a doctor and returns with Mary to undergo further hypnotherapy. When Aaron arrives at the local hospital for treatment, Christopher suspects the attack was done by Pooh, which is confirmed when he asks Aaron what happened. He also encounters hospital janitor Cavendish, who he recognizes as the man who kidnapped Billy and confronts him in his house. Cavendish reveals that he works for Dr. Arthur Gallup, a scientist who employed him to kidnap children, among them Billy, around Ashdown for experiments with animal genes in exchange for settling his debts. The children became animal-human hybrids with immense healing factors, who Gallen killed and buried in the 100-acre wood. Cavendish subsequently murdered Gallup and lured the children, resurrected and dug themselves out of their graves. Christopher attempts to warn the entire town about the creature's imminent attack, but faces recluded and skepticism, but Cavendish ends up committing suicide out of guilt. As night falls, Pooh, Tigger, and Owl embark on a rampage throughout Ashdown and kill several residents on the way, including Finn. Pooh personally kills Alan and Daphne and attacks Leslie, but she survives the ordeal. The creatures then arrive at the rave party in a warehouse to slaughter all the partygoers. Christopher rushes to the warehouse where he shoots Tigger and learns Bunny was kidnapped. He returns to the 100-acre wood and fights Pooh, who easily subdues him as they stumble across Billy's own grave. Christopher calls Pooh, revealed to be Billy, by his real name. Lexi intervenes and stalls Pooh long enough for Christopher to kill him with an axe. CCTV footage for the creature's killing spree on Ashdown is passed to the police, who found Bunny unharmed. Christopher is subsequently cleared on any wrongdoing. Al and Tigger, having survived, recover the corpse of Pooh and Piglet, with Al promising to find a way to bring them back and that they will get their revenge on Christopher once and for all. Oh, let's see what happens to number 3 then. But right now, see you tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe.